What is going on, everybody? Am I even allowed to stream on a Sunday? I don't even know what the rules are, man. What is the last time that I streamed on a Sunday? Is this illegal? I might be breaking the rules, dude. Who knows? Honestly, I have no idea. I just really felt like painting the Ultralist guy today. And Laurent's out of town. So I figured, you know what? We'll do a cheeky little Sunday stream for a couple hours, see how it goes. My boss would love an overtime worker. What's up, everybody? Good to see ya. Hope everybody's doing all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't even know if I really should be doing this, but you know what? It is what it is. Now, Laurent's actually coming back home tonight. I'm gonna have to pick her up later today. But I already finished doing all the boring adult stuff, you know? Like, I changed, like, the sheets in our bedroom. I, like, did the washing. I did, like, a couple of washings already. I did some vacuuming. I did all the boring adult shit. I went over to my parents. I finished being an adult. Yeah. I have officially adulted. She got you well trained, Lowko? Absolutely, yeah. How's man Lowko, dude? I don't recommend growing up, okay? Don't grow up, kids. It is not worth it, man. I've been wanting to paint minis all day, and it's now 5:30 PM. PM! It took me the entire day just to, like, be a somewhat functioning human adult. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, I did, by the way, hurt myself while doing so. Look at this shit. I, like, cut myself with my own nail, which is kind of impressive, really, but... Anyways, I don't know how I managed it. It's kind of impressive, really. You have to do adult stuff today, too? Adult stuff, is that what we call it these days? Right. I need to go to the doctor? No. We're okay, man. I think I'll manage. I think I'll manage. Yeah, I really wanted to go and paint the carapace today. It's a little bit sketchy because, you know, it's carapace. And it takes up a very significant part of the model, and it's going to be a very dark color, but... I figured we'll do a couple hours of it today on stream, and then we'll see how it goes, and we'll see what it looks like. I did make a couple of adjustments to what the stream looks like once again. I don't know if it looks better or worse, but you guys can go ahead and be the judge, I guess. I tried reducing some of the echo. I don't know if it's noticeable or if the microphone even sounds any good right now, because I did have to, like, I had to pull some magic tricks. No, I would never reduce echo steel. No. It sounds fine to me. Sounds good, okay. Hello, secret streamer. Hello. Echo Stahl. I tried getting one of my cats to join me as well in the magic chair. Hold up, let me see if there is a cat around. No, they don't want to hang out with us. They don't want to hang out with us, guys. It's a sad day. I told them I was streaming, but they were like, nope, we're not doing it. Actual 40k models, yeah. There's a pink glow around hate. Yeah. Look at Lenny, dude. He's got that pink glow around him. It's beautiful. That is called reflection from the outside world, buddy. So basically, you and me, we're currently on a rock in space, orbiting what is called a star. Yeah. And that star brings light indoors. It's kind of wild, really, when you think about it. But it's a disk. Right, of course, sorry. It's a star named Sol. Yeah. We orbit around winter. Winter is not a star. No, winter is a season. Anyways. I'll get up to, I'll explain it to you better one day. Don't forget about the turtle. I forgot about the turtle already. Hey, thank you, by the way, Gindera, for the resub. Appreciate that. Guys, we're gonna go and do a little bit of painting. Now, where is my... Huh? tidied up my stuff and now I lost my stuff. Ah, found it. My paper. My paper. I hid it behind my monitor. Great place for it, really. Fantastic spot. That's how you lose stuff, yeah. You put your papers behind the monitor too? Really? Interesting. Guys, we're gonna continue painting this bad boy over here. I have now... I'm gonna start up a timer again, but I have now spent, I think about... Well, I can give you guys the exact number, actually, because I've been keeping track. But this is a Screamer-Killer from the Tyranids, and I have painted him now for a grand total of 6 hours. A little over 6 hours. This is where we are at the moment. I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm happy with it. I think it'll look much better when we get all of the darker colors on there too. Now, I am following along with a YouTube tutorial by a dude called the Warhipster. And I have already, because I'm such a professional streamer, I have already prepared the exact spot where we are supposed to be. I know. Let me mute the music real quick. Look at this, guys. So I did the previous section.
Just whilst we're waiting for all of that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Black Legion. I'm going to apply this over the top of any hooves.
Yo, Mickey! Thank you so much, man. Casual 10 gift subs in the chat. That is very generous of you, dude. Already the top gifter, actually, of the week. Hell yeah. Oh, did the notification just pop up twice? For some reason, it pops up twice in my Streamlabs dashboard. I don't know why, but maybe the counter at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen is going to keep counting. I'm not sure. But anyways, thank you very much, Mickey. No, I think it's fine. No, I think it's all right. It may pop up a second time in just a moment, but hey, thank you very much. That's super generous. Thank you.
And claws.
Sunday gifts for the secret stream. Hell yeah, dude.
Forgot where I was for a moment there. I'm going to start just here.
Right. This is a very clear part of the video where we can clearly see what he's doing. Ah. So basically all of the sharp bits. Yeah, Laurent's coming back home tonight. So, you know, I don't have a whole lot of useful stuff to do today because I've already did all of it. I've already done it all. Ah. What's up, Mitch? Hello. So I actually don't have Black Legion. So they sell two paints that are almost the same. From what I understand, Black Legion is like the better version of Black Templar, but I don't have Black Legion. Like, I found out that this apparently is like the old version until, like, I actually didn't realize that there were two. But apparently this is like the worst version of the two. I think this one is more transparent or something. It's less black, but I think if we need to, I can just do 2 coats of it and we'll probably be fine, I guess. But yeah. Yo, Belly! Thank you very much, man.
Hurrah!
So with that
Streaming
now,
on a Sunday.
One-to-one mix of
Okay. Sunday streams are an indication of addiction. Dude, I am definitely addicted to streaming, Shazar. I know, dude. I know. No, I want to paint the entire model on stream, you know? I want to paint the entire thing on stream because I think it'd be fun. And I know some of you might find it fun as well. So I figured we're just going to go ahead and do the whole thing on stream. And I'm not going to be live for that long. I'm going to be live for a little bit, but I kind of want to just go ahead and do it, you know?
Low, high,
What's
low,
going on,
higher
Eggy, you know?
Sunday stream for
Thank
my
you
4
as well, man.
years. Thank
Casual
you very much.
4-year resub. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Very nice. Just a little 24-hour stream. Now, I have to go ahead and pick up Laurent later today. Yeah, some of the details are pretty nice, dude. So, I like how the transition goes from like a dark purple to a much brighter purple over there. I think that looks good. I'm very happy with how the head has turned out so far. I mean, you can tell if you're this close that there is room for, you know, improvement. But I think the fade overall, considering that is a very new process for me, is pretty good. And yeah, overall, I think it looks nice. I did forget painting one little bit, by the way. I was supposed to paint these little nubbly bits at the back of his legs, the same color as these little nubbly bits right over there. So I think I'm gonna have to, because there's little splotches of them. You see how there's a little bit of pink on that one? I think we'll actually do that first. I need to go ahead and fix that up. Because the contrast paints are pretty transparent. It's a secret stream. You guys are not allowed to watch, okay? Jeez, chat. Yeah, the light splotches on the head actually look pretty natural. That's true. Like, I see your drinking cup? No. This is the drinking cup right over here. I have never drunk my, my painting water yet. Emphasis on the word yet. From what I understand, that is a mistake everybody is bound to make one day. I'm not a professional painter, no. You can tell because I don't lick my brushes and I don't drink my paint water. Alright, we'll have to fix the little knobbly bits. Some of these sections are going to be kind of tricky to watch on stream, I guess, but basically I'm just recovering. Oh yeah, you can see the little purple splotch on there, right? I gotta fix that up before I, we'll need to let that dry fully before I, like, apply the, I think it was Guilliman Flesh or whatever? Don't know the name of the color, we'll have to back up in the video a little bit, but I think it's Guilliman Flesh. Now we'll probably have to dry brush it later too when it's fully dry. Because I was supposed to do that, and I did not know until I looked at the little knobbly bits just now before I started the stream, and I realized, wait a second. I think I should have painted those. But that's okay. I put on the same playlist, by the way, as last time, which I think looks pretty, or it sounds pretty nice. I want you guys to feel like you're going into a very fancy elevator with my streams, okay? A very fancy elevator that takes several hours before you arrive at, like, you know, your luxury penthouse. Do you not hear the music? Wait, do you not hear any music? I should definitely bump up the music if you don't. Oh shit, okay. Do you hear it now? I can make it louder. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, the audio is my main issue with this streaming setup. I'm actually pretty happy with the camera. Although I think this camera looks kind of shit, but that's just my face. So who cares? I think this camera over here actually looks really quite good. Considering this is such a janky setup, I can actually start up this stream within several minutes, and it works surprisingly well. I think it looks really good. Yeah. Not as good as you guys, though, obviously. Now, if there are any issues, please let me know. I need to try and fix those things, because I don't know that they're there. Okay, we fixed the little knobbly bits. Next up, we have to do some dark colors. I almost wondered that if I should have picked up a even larger brush. So this is the number 2 from Rosemary, which I really do like. Oh, this is a different one than I was using last time. Ah, I was gonna say it feels slightly different than I did last time. Ah, so that's actually a bit sketchy. Ah, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, it doesn't seem to hold so much paint. Apparently, even though these are supposed to be the same size, this is a different range. This one is a synthetic brush. This one is, I think from like basically like a squirrel. This one has a much bigger belly. Like if you look at the, I don't know if it's obvious on stream, but this brush is much thicker. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the other one. I was gonna say, it seems like it's a thick belly, yeah. A squirrel brush? Well, I don't really know. It's a Kolinsky, which I think is a It's basically, it's like a ferret squirrel kind of thing. Am I fat shaming brushes? No, 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 I wanted it to be thicker. It was too skinny for my liking, is what I'm saying. What's up, Belly? Are you still in love with Italy like you were yesterday? This feels sketchy, guys. I may have to do multiple layers of this. Belly made a crazy statement yesterday during the arcade night. I don't even want to repeat it, bro. Belly said, I feel dirty just saying it, that Italian food is bland. He hates Italian food, apparently. A very brave statement indeed. I love Italian food, personally. Yeah, so you see how it's kind of... this paint is not as dark as the one in the video. I may just have to do multiple layers of it. Or maybe I should layer it on thicker? I don't know. Okay. That's a permaban, Lowko? No, I think we can get over it. Viewers are allowed to have preferences. I had to think about this long and hard. But I do believe you guys are entitled to your own opinion. As wrong as you may be. I know. A very 2024 edition of streaming, I know. Oh shit. It keeps thinking I do thumbs up, man. Should I turn that feature off? Because it's kind of fun, but also not very accurate. Whenever I move my thumb in a certain direction, it thinks I'm giving the stream the thumbs up. Does it do it when I don't want it to? Or when I do want it to? Oh wait, no, I have to do it like this, right? Because it's flipped upside down. Yeah. No, wait, what? Oh. The real cool one is the double thumbs up. You ready for the double thumbs up? Does it work? Oh, wait, no, now it thinks I'm doing thumbs down. It's weird. Now it's thinking I'm doing thumbs up? I don't know. So I had to like flip my camera. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. I had to like flip my camera upside down to like get the correct camera angle. Which makes all of those emotes, so my camera is technically mirrored right now, but my computer doesn't realize it. I mirrored it in OBS. Anyways. What I'm saying is it's a bit janky. I don't want to go into the red bit. Okay, that's fine. Make a heart, Lowko? Yeah, we can do a heart as well. I have to hit the sides of the little blade. There we go. Didn't even hit the red this time. We're gaming. Yeah, so this is more like a gray. For some reason, Black Templar is more like a gray color rather than black. You see how it's like drying up over here? It is very gray for some reason. It's okay, I guess. It's a little fluff. We'll just have to do a couple of layers of it if we don't like the result. It looks black on your monitor? Yeah, I think it'll look more gray when it's fully dry. We'll have to keep an eye out on it. Maybe gray is actually kind of cool, though. Obviously, there's no rules as far as this painting goes. We can just do whatever the fuck we like, chat. That's what we can do. Sorry. You guys hear the elevator music now, right? Sorry. I didn't mean to swear. No. My mom is not watching, of course, man. I can swear now. Because it's Sunday, chat. I don't stream on Sundays. Okay. Now that you hold it like this, it looks like a backstretch. Yeah, it does look... It's also not as easy to paint from this angle. Even though it is easier than without a handle. I can't, like, anchor as easily when the thing is upside down. So sometimes it gets a bit shaky, but... Alright. I think I actually kind of like the more grayish color. There we go. Okay. Just dip the arms, Lowko. Uncle Lowko owes money for the cursing jar. Uncle Lowko had to hear of my my little niece. I talked about this on stream, but she decided, so she had to do her like public speaking of the year in elementary school. I think she's like 10 years old. And she had to do some public speaking this year. And the subject she chose was Lowko TV. So she decided to do her public speaking on what I do for a living, which is one of the cutest things ever, man. She didn't even really ask me that many questions, to be honest, but she apparently got a 9, no, it's a 9 out of 10, so she got a 9.0 out of 10. Which is pretty insanely good. Sorry, no, I'm not streaming, guys. It's a Sunday. How could I be streaming if it's a Sunday? I don't stream on Sundays. Come on, chat. What's up, Kalaris? Yeah, dude, I'm accidentally streaming. Don't worry about it. You end your stream? I saw Kalaris was doing a cheeky little Warhammer stream. I wasn't even looking at your channel. I just was browsing the Warhammer category like a couple hours ago, and I suddenly see Kalaris in that group of people currently live. Kinda sweet, dude. I think a lot of people don't know. Yeah, they just popped in. Yeah. One thing I've noticed a lot with the Warhammer streams so far is that we have a lot of first-time chatters in the chat. Just kinda cool. They look at my stream and they notice that there's people watching and they may even think I'm good at what I do. Ah, got him, dude. Yeah. I'm learning a lot actually with these streams, which is kind of sick. There's a... The Warhammer people are very... Like the mini painting in general. They're very... helpful, you know? There's a lot of people that are more than happy to... But like not helpful in a pushy way, if that makes any sense. It's not like helpful as it would be in like playing an RTS game. Where people are like, no, 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 no. What you're doing is wrong. Let me tell you why. I guess there is no right or wrong way, you know? Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not really like... It's a little different. There's a lot of preferences, I guess. And that's different than like, you know, shit being wrong. To be fair, there are definitely things that you can do in StarCraft that are wrong if your goal is to win, right? You can cook up your own build orders to see how it goes, but... I watched Kalaris for the first time just the other day. Oh shit, you have done multiple streams? I didn't even know, bro. I did this crazy thing where I uninstalled all social media off my phone, which I feel like has been a great choice so far. Now, it won't take long before I reinstall some, but... You did one yesterday and one today? Ah, okay, I see. Cool. The angle for this bit is a bit funky. You saw on X Twitter that... Okay, yeah, exactly. That's probably why I missed it. Even though it's kind of my job to post stuff on social media, I do think it's kind of helpful sometimes for me to take a bit of a step away from social media, because it's so addicting, man. Stop with the thumbs up! I'm not doing it... My computer keeps thinking I'm doing a thumbs up whenever I'm doing specific details. On camera. You've done that before? Yeah, I think social media is awesome, but... I can kind of sometimes let it go a little too far, if that makes any sense. Where I spent a lot of time on it. Sometimes finding the right angle to paint is like the trickiest section, dude. Like, that's like the trickiest part, just getting the right angle to actually see and hit, you know, the area you're trying to paint. You're streaming while I'm out drinking? You're out drinking, Memory? What the hell? I can't believe this. Yo, Echo, what's up? Thank you for the
Hey,
89.
Lowko. Bit of a busy time period.
You love
for
to
me
hang
with
out?
work
Yo,
and
welcome,
travels,
man. Good
But
to
I
see you
love
again.
to hang out with my favorite streamer and community.
You mentioned you had to go to China,
Happy
right?
Sunday stream.
I think you went to Mexico and to China?
Hey,
Thank you also,
Lowko.
Contra Blue,
Hope
for the
you
30.
Are well. Here's a super secret resub for the super
Mate,
secret
I just
stream.
started.
Wish I had the skills to do what you
Like,
are
I
doing.
just started with the stream, but I also just started with painting. I am by no means great. It's been a very fun process so far, though. What's up, Rosetta? Or Razota, rather? Okay. That's a good way of doing it, actually. It's kind of difficult to show you guys on stream, but I'm kind of trying to paint the bottom bits of the blade. You haven't watched the stream in years, but just became more? Or wait, just became more based over time? Oh, I became more based. Bro, I don't even fucking, like... My Zoomer speak is not very good, okay? I became more based over time? For real, bro? Like, on God? Like, low-key, no cap? Sheesh. This model was called a Screamer-Killer. I'm cool with the kids, Kalaris. You have no clue, man. All of that was too much. I know. I have never unironically used the word based before. It was a bit cringe. Well, that's what I was going for. It was only a bit cringe? Hmm. So you're saying I needed to try harder. Keep that in mind. That's cap? Ooh, I never use cap either. No. Like, I'm kind of making the assumption that those words will just sort of fade away over the next couple of years, but maybe I'm thinking of it all wrong, you know? Because in my mind, those are like temporary words. That you can only use if you're in high school. Dude, the angle for painting this is kind of tricky. I think I'm gonna just put it down. Which feels wrong because now I'm painting from, like, you know, mid-air. Just avoid TikTok. TikTok is insanely addicting, dude. I also uninstalled TikTok for what it's worth. Can't you just dip the whole claw? I probably could, but I don't want to. Ultimately, I'm just trying to learn how to paint, right? That's the main goal. And even though sometimes it can be kind of annoying, I think just doing things the, you know, quote-unquote right ways, not a bad idea. Just learn how to brush things on. So the problem you run into, I find, is that you kind of need to anchor your hand somehow. So you need to, like, basically be kind of like anchored like this, and then you can do pretty easy brush strokes. But if it's like in an area that you can't really, like, if you have to kind of do it in mid-air with two of your arms separated from one another, it is kind of tricky to get the right control in your brush. Like, if you have two hands that are kind of shaky, because everybody's hands, I guess, are always a little shaky, it's kind of difficult to get the brush where you want it to go. Now, luckily for me, this area over here just needs to be black. And there's not really that many sketchy areas close by that I can accidentally fuck up. Like, this is going pretty smoothly right now because I've got my wrist stuck against the side over here. But if I don't, if I try to do it like this, it becomes much harder to paint. You eventually watch enough tutorial where you feel like what you want to do? Yeah, exactly. Like, I've noticed, for example, even though I've been using a lot of like the same category of paint, so for example, this is using a lot of contrast paints, not all the contrast paints behave even remotely the same. Like they have some properties that are similar, but many of them are much easier to work, for example, than others. Like this one is kind of, I don't know, this one is kind of like mediocre. I don't love this one, it's kind of streaky. It's probably fine for a claw like this, but you can see it's not super consistent. Yeah, some of them are very watery and some of them aren't. It's kind of weird. But it's the same for some of the base paints though. Like all of them behave slightly differently. So it's been kind of fun, but I also, you know, a lot of it is just like getting more experience, I guess. Just using them more. There are some that I really like. Some of the paints are super cool. And then some of the contrast paints kind of feel like shit. But I guess that's just something you gotta learn over time. Just keep using them. And there will be some I like, some I won't. Maybe we'll have to find some substitutes or something if I decide to stick with it for a long time, but... or I just need to get better at using them. Anyways, just having expectations, I guess, is kind of nice. Where you kind of know how a certain paint is going to behave. Because they're definitely not all the same. This is a contrast paint. You don't generally thin down contrast paints with water. So I'm using this straight from the pot, which I wouldn't do with the other ones. So this, I have a wet palette right over there, right? I use that for the other paint, but this is a contrast one. I could have used, for example, a Batten Black. What exactly would the difference be? If I just wanted to be pure black, would I be better off putting a base of this down first, or the other way around? Like, there's a lot of different ways to do things. So I'm just trying to, like, learn, I guess? While hopefully making some cool stuff in the process. I'm kind of treating this like learning a Zork build order, if that makes any sense at all. Like, you can study it all you want, but at some point you're gonna have to put it into practice. And you'll find builds you like and some that you don't, and... this is a... Tyranid Screamer-Killer, that's it. A Screamer-Killer. Okay, now we have arrived at the sketchy bit again. Which is... this bit right over here. Yeah, it's basically a hunter-killer. It's like an ultralisk with 2 legs. At least it reminds me of one. Also, because the original models for these, from like the, I think it's like the 90s? Maybe the 80s even. But they look a lot like the StarCraft 1 Ultralisks. Also on 2 legs, but they look a lot like the StarCraft 1 Ultralisks. I have no idea how to play 40k. I have no clue. I don't know any of the rules. I just know that every unit seems to have a certain point value. And people make armies of a certain point value to go to battle with, but I don't know how to battle. No idea. No clue. It's really easy, just pay Games Workshop money. That sounds pretty easy. It ain't easy, really? Let's go down to sushi. Thank you very much.
Happy 21 Lowko greeting from Chile. Lov.
Is that how it's done, NMR? I see. You get an orc army, paint 200 green models, and then yell wah? I feel like Games Workshop also doesn't make it very easy to play the game, though. Like, how can I be kind of obsessed about this thing for, like, the last 2 months? And somehow I haven't stumbled upon the rules anywhere. Like, I haven't actively looked for it either, you know? But I'm sure you can find it pretty easily. It's just funny. But we talked about the Games Workshop business decisions at length last time. And the things that I found kind of weird about it all, but it's just one of those things. Nah, it's alright, Kalaris. It's just funny how they, like, you know, make it all pretty complex. And the fact that you have to pick up and buy a rulebook is already, it feels so outdated, you know? What's going on, Jur? Yeah, I have to pick up Loran at the train station later today. So she decided to go to London for, she decided to go to London for a couple days with friends. And, she's coming back home tonight. So I did all the boring adult stuff that I needed to do today. Like, you know, taking out the trash, folding up my laundry, vacuum cleaning, shopping, all the boring stuff, you know? And then I wanted to paint, and I figured, you know what? May as well stream it. You were hiking with the kids? Nice, nice, nice. So with like the 4th edition of Age of Sigmar coming out, right? I have no idea how this is going to work, because I've never seen a new edition change. But how is this expected to work? How does that normally work? Do they just, like, start selling a rulebook? And they expect everybody that's interested in playing the game to buy a book that has the rules of the game in it? That seems kind of wild to me, but maybe I'm looking at it all wrong. The Codex, it works for a couple weeks upon release. Afterwards, they change to data sheets or war scrolls. That seems like such a strange way of doing things in 2024, but I guess they make a lot of money with it, so why change, huh? So, like, they do patches? Like, say they want to patch the game, they do it through, like, a war scroll? That comes with an army? So doesn't it cause confusion, though, if you're, like, doing, I don't know, like, say you're going to a tournament, right? Or you're, like, hanging out with friends and somebody, like, happens to not have picked up the most recent set of the rules because they just changed last week and they didn't buy the fucking thing. It doesn't, like, does it just... It seems so weird. Maybe I'm the crazy one, I don't know. Because it's clearly been done like this for a long time, but... This is just my first time looking at this sort of stuff, right? So maybe I'm the weird one here. But as someone who's been playing games for my entire life, that just seems such a strange way of doing it, but... Okay, I'm gonna turn off the reactions over here, guys. We'll keep the reactions on the other camera, okay? Hey, they work over here. Good. Am I a big fan of space bugs? I am. Whatever sells Games Workshop the most figures? I've got the feeling that most people that that play Warhammer don't really like Games Workshop very much. Which is also kind of interesting. I mean, I kind of get it, I guess, with StarCraft and, you know, Blizzard. They used to be pretty great, but these days I'm not necessarily a huge fan of a lot of the stuff they do. But what's like the main reason why a lot of people dislike Games Workshop? Is there like one go-to thing? Because at least they didn't abandon their game. You have shares in Games Workshop? Hey. That makes justifying model buying a lot easier too, huh? Do they take criticism well, though? They make a lot of money selling models to 40-year-old gamers. They don't take criticism well. The majority of their videos on YouTube up until a year ago had no comments. Like, I'm getting the vibe that they kind of function like companies used to do in the early 2000s. And they have not really made a lot of steps to try and modernize stuff. Now, clearly they don't have to, because they're very successful, but it does seem like a bit of a waste. Like, it works. But they could definitely make some small adjustments that would make life so much easier. It used to be worse? Okay. Are we good? Did I drop it? What did I do? I have no idea. Okay, we're good, we're good. Almost scary. Yikes. I was thinking about putting some sticky tape or something underneath. I think I will. Yeah, there seem to be so many low-hanging fruits, Galaris. It's kind of insane. Like, so many small improvements that would make life so much easier. For example, this is an easy example for me. I wanted to start reading the books. You can't find it on the official website. You can figure this out by Googling or going on Reddit or whatever, but it's... Why is this so hard? Like, why do I have to first spend an hour researching before I finally settled on the Horus Heresy, which I've been really liking? But, like, just knowing where to begin is not... It's so strange, man. Why is it so difficult? I think there's a lot of things that are pretty logical if you're well experienced with it all. But if you're like dabbling in it for the first time, it is very overwhelming. And I can imagine that a lot of potential customers will not take that step that I made, you know, to try and do my own research and look it up on Reddit and whatnot. If you go to Warhammer World in Nottingham, they will have the Black Library. Yeah, but that's kind of insane, right? Like, I'm not gonna go to Nottingham, I don't think. Anyways, I really do like what they do, though. They create some... Like, I really love their models, and I think their paints are really fun so far as well. But just, there's so much confusion. And I'm sure if you're, like, following along with, you know, everything they do for a year or two, all will be pretty apparent. My first experience with Warhammer franchise was via fantasy because of the Total War games. Right, yeah. But I don't think that the games are made by Games Workshop, are they? Those are all outsourced, right? They probably have a lot of say in it, but... Yeah, exactly.